Shalom. I just want to start off by saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahawashi, by Hashem Rachahakwadash. Want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and the Akim spreading his truth at the four corners of this earth. My name is Asha Allah. And today I just want to go into how the Lord is in charge of all these things, of everything, man. You know? And I also want to tear down that fable, that Satan rebelled against the Lord, you know, and got kicked out of heaven. You know, he's building up his army to go fight with the Lord. You know, the Lord is the Father of spirits, man. And so I want to start off with this First Timothy 1 and verse 4. It says, "Neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies which minister questions, rather than godly edifying, which is in faith, so do." You know, so it says here plainly, neither give heed to fables, man. And what's a fable? A fable is a falsehood. You know, it's a myth. You know, it's fiction, man. You know, and that fable that Satan, you know, rebelled against the Lord and did all this, and, you know, whoop the bam, like, you know, that's not in the scriptures, man. You know, this is Hebrews 12 and 9. It says, "Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?" Right, and I brought this up to show what? To show that the Lord, Yahweh, he's a Father of spirits, man. You know, everything is under subjection onto him, man. And so I want to attack that fable, you know, and then bring out a couple more precepts to show that the Lord is in charge, man. This is Job 1. I'm gonna just get straight to the point. This is Job 1. I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, "Now there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them." You know, showing that Satan is a son of the Lord, man. "And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High and escheweth evil? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Does Job fear the Most High for naught? Hast thou not made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But pour forth thy hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord." Right, and this is showing what? This is showing that the Lord has given the power unto Satan to what? To touch all that he hath, man. To wipe out all of his substance, man. I want to go to the next chapter. You know, this is Job 2, and I'm going to just start at verse 1. It says, "Again, there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. And the Lord said unto Satan, From whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High and escheweth evil? And he still holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. And Satan answered the Lord and said, Skin for skin, yea, all that all that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. Right. So in the first chapter, the Lord gave the power to Satan to touch all of his possessions, man. You know, all of his possessions got taken away from Job. You know, and in the second chapter, what the Lord gave the power to Satan to touch his flesh, man. But not to kill him. You know, but I brought this out to show you that it's the Lord that's giving the power onto Satan to do these things, man. I'm gonna just keep reading. It says, so Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down amongst the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse the Most High and die. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, and shall we not receive evil? And all this did not Job sin with his lips, right? And Job knew that what? That the good and the evil comes from the Lord, man. Right? The Lord is in charge of all these things. Let me just go to this Isaiah 45 and 7. And it says, I formed the Lord, Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, do all these things, man. Right. Oh, it's the Lord saying what? That he creates the peace and the evil. You know, he formed the light and created darkness, man. Simple. My next scripture I want to go to is what? 1 Samuel. Slacky. 1 Samuel 2 and 6, man. Cause it's the Lord that killeth. Well, I just read it. This is 1 Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up, man. So yeah, this is all these things come from the Lord, man. You know, the Lord has the power to kill and make alive, man. Over any and everything. It says, I'll just read verse 7 again. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust, and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them to inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he hath set up the world upon them. All right, so just harping on this verse 7. Says the Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up, man. And an example of that is what? Is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, cometh into rulership, man. You know, that was all of the Lord. This is Daniel 4. And I'm gonna start at let's see. I'm gonna start at verse 17. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. Right, the basis of men being what? Being Esau, Edom, man, his so-called white man. You know, he is the basis of men. And what? And he was set up. And he was set up, man. You know, the world was giving into his hand, man. That's Job 9 and 24. says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he, man? And if you want an indicator to know who the wicked is, or a clue, just do a quick Google search on the judges, man, on the prophets, on the Messiah, and you're going to see that they're so-called white people, man. He covereth the faces of the judge. That's him covering the faces of the judges thereof, man. But the point was, the earth was given into his hands, man. And in that Daniel 4, it says what? That he setteth up the bases of men. So all these come from the Lord, man. This is Psalms. It's a Psalm 75. Yep, this is Psalm 75 verse 6. It says, for promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another, man. And just as he set up, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he's going to also put him down. And he's going to set up a righteous kingdom, man. He's going to set up Israel. That's second. Let's see, Slakia. Second Ezra 6 and 9. Second Ezra 6 and 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. Right. So just as he set up Esau, man, he's going to bring him down, and he's going to set up Jacob, man. He's going to set up Israel, that righteous kingdom, to dwell, to rule forever, man. All right, let's see another scripture I wanted to grab. This is 1 Kings. 1 Kings 22, man. I'll start at verse let's see. I'll start at verse 19. And he said, this is Micah speaking, the prophet Micah, and he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said unto this manner, and another said on that manner, and there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Right. So the Lord was having this counsel on who shall go up. The Lord was having this counsel on how Ahab, shall fall at Ramoth Gilead, man. And he gave the power to the spirit to be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets, man. Showing you the omnipotency of the Lord, man. He's in control of it all, man. Verse 23. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these prophets. Salakia. Verse 23 again. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil concerning thee. Right. Going back to that scripture, Isaiah 45:7, man, and the Lord formed the light and create darkness. Salakia. I just reread it again. I want to butcher it. Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. So all comes from the Lord, man. So hopefully this is edifying. I just want to end it off by saying, Call Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Racha'Hakwadash, Want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutations to Ophalek and the Akim, spreading this truth that's four corners of the earth. Shalom.